We can't cope with a big spike, we just can't.
The emergency ambulance is the patient breathing.
As the coronavirus pandemic first swept through the world and the death toll rose, doctors here in London were among those battling to save lives. But as the best medical minds still work to fully understand COVID-19 and scientists race to find a vaccine, here in North Kensington, a woman in her 70s is among those who've been profiting from the crisis of this pandemic by selling a dangerous concoction of chemicals as a treatment for coronavirus.
The benefits are way more than we think sometimes.
This is Anne Gilman. After tip-offs, we found her charging £30 for a bleach-based chemical cocktail known as Miracle Mineral Solution, or MMS. It might sound familiar. In the past, claims that MMS can cure everything from cancer to AIDS have been promoted by a non-religious organisation which calls itself the Genesis 2 Church of Health and Healing. Anne Gilman told us she worked with its founder Jim Humble. The MMS she sold us has his name on the label.
Hello? How can I help?
During one secretly recorded phone call, Anne told our researchers how to mix Miracle Mineral Solution with acid to treat someone who we said had tested positive for coronavirus.
Put, say, 2 drops from one, 2 drops from the other in a dry, clean glass. Then make them mix together. Then when they go brown and smelly, you put some water in and just drink it.
She's then asked if it will cure coronavirus.
It will help her. I cannot legally say something like that. I could go to jail for saying something like that. Please don't ask me those questions. It's the best thing in the world that I know of that helps, that kills pathogens and purifies the body so that the immune system can work.
We took a look at the first bottle. This was described as MMS. Essentially it's sodium chloride being an industrial chemical.
This is John Griffin, the scientist who tested the 2 bottles Anne sent us. Remember, she told us to mix a few drops together and then add water. And what would happen if you did drink that, even if it was diluted with some water?
If you drank them individually, one is very acidic and one is very alkaline, it would damage your mouth. It would burn. Together in combination, it would start to degrade and decay organic material, skin, that sort of thing. So in combination, dangerous, individually, dangerous.
He says the danger's reduced if the drops are diluted as instructed, but the mixture won't treat COVID-19.
As a cleaning agent, sodium chloride will certainly help disinfecting surfaces and would kill the virus, but if you consumed it, no, it would do you more harm than it would good.
Selling harmful chemicals for human consumption isn't just dangerous, it's illegal.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
But this isn't the first time we've exposed someone doing it. 5 years ago, we filmed a man called Leon Edwards at King's Cross Station, peddling MMS to purge autism.
You can purge cancer, yes, you can purge autism.
Now he's claiming it can treat COVID-19. He sold us these bottles and told us coronavirus appears to be quite easy to get rid of.
It destroys the certain proteins that the virus uses to survive in the body. In my belief, it works with coronavirus, if it exists, you know.
He also claims President Trump had been told about MMS before making these controversial comments.
And then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that?
When Trump said disinfectant, my ears widened and opened up, and I thought, flipping out, he's possibly talking about MMS.
Anne Gilman told us the president's comments boosted her sales, but the US authorities have been cracking down hard on those allegedly selling MMS as a treatment for coronavirus and other diseases. This footage shows the co-founder of the Genesis 2 Church, Mark Grennan, and his son being arrested in Colombia last month. Along with 2 other family members, they face charges for marketing and selling MMS. Court documents describe the chemical solution as a poison and say its consumption in the US has led to hospitalizations, life-threatening conditions and death. We don't know how many people here in the UK have taken MMS, and adverse reactions to it are not thought to be widespread. But we will be alerting the authorities to the illegal activity we've discovered. Leon Edwards did not respond to the allegations in this report. Anne Gilman said she only supplied health-related products as a personal supply to friends and acquaintances, which did not cause harm. She denied profiting from the outbreak or that she offered MMS as a remedy. She refuted this was a business and said she was not linked to the Genesis 2 church. But with the pandemic far from over, the government and the NHS have warned us to be vigilant and wary of those offering false hope at a time of crisis. Catherine Carpenter, BBC London.